Sunday sister session. That's what we used to call it, sister sessions. Today we are talking about alternative therapy and why it's so good. So I'm just waiting for my sister to join. So we are here at 9:15 every Monday morning, and it's a high vibe chat. Hi guys. The topic is always something different. It's only 20 minutes long. And today we are talking about alternative therapies. So I am a reflexologist and skincare specialist, and my sister is a Reiki practitioner. Hi Paul! My sister is a Reiki practitioner and burlesque dance teacher, and we're going to talk about what we do. Hopefully she's going to join soon. I might be a little bit early. Hello! Hi! How you doing? So we just thought we'd have a really quick chat about the importance of alternative therapy, and maybe not everyone has tried alternative therapy. There are lots of different types of alternative therapy. Reflexology, acupuncture, cranial osteopath, hydrotherapy, Reiki, all of these different things. They don't replace modern Western medicine, but they are a wonderful complementary. Oh, here's this. Let's get her in. Hello? Can you hear me, sis? Hi!
Hi, sis.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I just realised that I don't know how to screen record.
Oh my God. Give me strength.
I had an Android before, and now I knew how to do it on that
Oh,
phone.
bless you. I'll have to tell you after this.
I was like, I'm trying to Google it. I'm going to be late. I'm just going to have to not screen record again. She's going to kill me.
Oh dear, how you doing?
Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm good, thanks, sis. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you.
You look lovely.
Oh, thanks. I don't feel it. I'm going to the gym. Can you guess?
Oh, you went to gym kit, and I couldn't tell actually. This looks like a nice black vest top. You look lovely.
Thanks. After you, I like your lip colour.
Oh, thank you. I've gone all pasty because it's winter. I'm about
Need
to
a spray tan.
Yeah, well, I use sun drops.
Yeah.
On my face in the winter, so I'm going to order some more of those.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So I was just telling.
Yeah.
Just telling the guys that today we're going to talk about alternative therapy, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
So I was saying it doesn't replace Western medicine,
no,
but it complements.
Yeah, it's complementary. And sometimes when, people turn to it when Western medicine doesn't work, and sometimes it does.
Yeah.
So it's great. I'm a massive advocate of it, not just because I do Reiki, but because I've experienced it. First of all, I experienced it as a customer, which is what made me then train in Reiki, because I found it so powerful. Mm-hmm. And there's so many different types. Like, for example, reflexology, my friend, she went for a reflexology treatment, and the lady went, oh, there's something around your gland area. She said, have you got, an infection in your glands at the moment or anything, and she was like, no, don't know what you mean. She was like, okay, we'll just get it checked out. She had a lump, and she had it checked out by the doctor, and luckily it was malignant, but they had to remove it.
Yeah.
So it's not
no, it's not to be laughed at. I mean, I've got a great testimonial from one of my clients I've been seeing for about 18 months. As anyone who's just joined, I'm a reflexologist. And I saw her once a month for about 12 months.
Yeah.
I've now been seeing her for 18. And from the first session, I said to her, have you had your thyroid checked recently? Is there any history of thyroid problems in the family? She said, well, there's history in the family, but I don't have a thyroid problem. My sister does, my mum does. And I said, I think you should get your thyroid checked, because I'm picking up that the thyroid is not all okay. So get it checked. Anyway, every month I'd say to her, did you get your thyroid checked? She's like, no, I didn't. I will. I'm fine. I don't have any symptoms. I'm fine. And then after me saying it for 12 months, last Christmas, she was like, oh, do you know what? I'm going to get it checked. So she phoned up her doctor and booked a test. and her doctor is very good, because she said, why do you want this test? She said, my reflexologist keeps saying it. She said, okay, let's do the test. She went to the hospital and did her blood tests, went home, and they called out an ambulance to come and get her because her thyroid was so low. I think she had an underactive thyroid. She had to go into hospital, and she's now on lifetime medication. And she came to me and she said, she actually texted me when she came out of hospital saying, I just want to thank you because I had no symptoms, but it was really bad.
It was really dangerous.
Yeah, and the doctor said, well, what are your symptoms? And she said, I don't have any. And they said, well, you must do at the hospital, you must do to have booked this test. She said, no, my reflexologist has been telling me to get it checked. And they were like, what? They were like, where did they pick it up? Like, how, get her to tell you where they picked it up. And they were really interested, which is good.
But isn't it fascinating, though, that clearly they're not being taught at medical school these things? Because for them to be so bowled over and be like, how did she know, shows that they don't understand what reflexology is about, which but having said that, I have to say, because I went for oh my god, so I went to go and see a lady for Reiki. Well, then she started training in Tantric Healing.
Oh yes, I can't wait to hear about this one.
I was like, sign me up, sounds great.
When Lisa came to visit me on my birthday and she mentioned she was doing that, I was like, do you actually know, do you know what you're doing? She was like, oh god, I don't know if I'm ready for this.
Luckily, she totally cottoned on that I had no idea what Tantric Healing was and that I would not have been comfortable with
I did try and warn you.
So luckily, she just gave me like a varied healing session that was nothing Tantric massage.
Guys, anyone who's watching, do you guys know what Tantric massage is? What's Paul saying? Sting? What do you mean?
Well, explain, Paul. We don't know what you mean by sting. Sorry, I do. He means tantric sex. Because Sting is famous for having sex with his wife. I know, but I think the tantric massage is meant to be it's meant to be spiritual. Well, my lady is doing it from a spiritual perspective only, not from a sexual perspective, but it is utilizing sexual energy. It awakens your sexual energy, doesn't it? And then Jen's like, yes. And then it builds it and builds it and builds it, and it's meant to bring you close to orgasm, but you're not actually in the spiritual side meant to orgasm, because the power of the orgasmic energy is meant to then be dispersed all around the body and then helps the body to heal. That's the spiritual, but it has also been adapted in the sex trade for a sexual release at the end, which then turns it into something else.
Into a very explosive, much
orgasm.
More like on another level. Yeah. Everyone who's watching this is going to go and have it. Hey, George! Oh, go, Gia! George, you've joined at just the right time. We're talking about tantric sex. We were meant to be talking about alternative therapies. Happy Monday!
When you put that song on going, it's about to go crazy.
Crazy!
We're talking about alternative medicine, and then, here we are. We managed to take it there. Okay, so wait, I need to... I'm sorry, Faye. Oh no, don't leave. We're actually...
Oh no, he's okay. He's okay.
Is he joking?
No. He needs to leave, but he's okay.
For genuine reasons, not because we're horrifying him. So basically this tantric massage that I have, which actually turned out to not be tantric at all, because she could tell I wasn't going to be comfortable with that scenario whatsoever. She ended up just giving me a healing massage instead, and it was really interesting, because I went in like with this idea of what I wanted to be healed, and literally when I came out, it was done. Like, it was amazing, and it was mental how I can't explain it, but it is, but it does work. But you were saying though that you were going to talk about your healing experience to do with your illness, weren't you?
Yeah, so I got into, I mean, our auntie's a reflexologist, isn't she? So we've always been sort of exposed to that sort of side. And on our dad's side, everyone's sort of spiritual and healers and that sort of thing. So it wasn't like it was a complete U-turn for us. We used to do it as kids, didn't we? And call it healing hands.
Yeah.
When we were kids.
We used to make it like a game.
A game, yeah. So I had 3 brain surgeries from the age of 25, one a year for 3 years, which was great fun. And I used to work in property in the city, and you know, it was very stressful, very long hours, flying overseas all the time. And
long
hours.
Long hours. You basically gave up your life for the job, basically.
You know, eating all the wrong stuff, smoking, you know,
drinking, like socializing at work.
Socializing. Yeah. So it was burning the candle at every end possible, basically, even after these brain surgeries. And I basically had a body crash when 2018, I want to say. So I woke up one day and couldn't feel anything from the knees down, and it just spread up to my chest.
Yeah.
So
like literally, you could boiling water and you wouldn't feel it, would you?
No, I would burn myself and not know, or I'd cut myself and see blood and be like, "Where's it come from?"
Yeah.
But this happened very quickly, so it was over like 24 hours that it spread. But I was still in the office trying to finish my board papers, going, "I'll get a cab in a minute and go to A&E, but I just need to finish these board papers," until my MD was like, "I've booked you a cab, you're going." You know? So I turn up at 9 o'clock at night, and 15 days later, I leave in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And still couldn't feel anything from the chest down. And basically, I'd had a massive body crash that, because of the surgery and complications from the brain surgery, my body, which we didn't know at the time, my body wasn't able to eliminate toxins as well as a normal functioning person could. So with my lifestyle as well, and the amount of stress I was under, these toxins were just building up. And it turned out that my brain stopped interpreting the messages that my nerves were sending. So my motor skills, my movement was actually fine, but I couldn't feel anything. So I had to have lots of physio before leaving the hospital to learn how to walk without any feeling. You know, I'd go to the toilet and I couldn't feel anything. It was literally such a difficult experience, because it was to do with the brain. And it was like, well, I just knew that surgery wasn't the answer. And I just knew that I could change things. There was a bit of an intervention from the family, wasn't there?
Yeah.
And I ended up leaving my job. Well, I had to. I came home in a wheelchair, had carers here at home, had cranial osteopath, hydrotherapy, physiotherapy, reflexology, and acupuncture. And within 6 months, there's a video, I think, on my website or on my Instagram. I was running a 10,000 kilometer hike in Thailand. So I got all the feeling back within 6 months.
Yeah, it was amazing. Because you couldn't walk.
I couldn't walk.
You couldn't walk because you couldn't feel your feet.
No.
And even though you had motor function, you could physically walk. It was because you couldn't feel anything that you weren't able to walk. So you had to you were having physiotherapy to teach you how to walk again without feeling your feet.
Yeah.
So you basically had to learn how to walk again, because you weren't receiving those signals about like, oh, my foot has touched the floor.
It's touched the floor
now. Like, and you were, oh, bless you. It was so difficult to watch you, because you know, you were just like stuttering along like these like.
So I'll try and do it.
You look like Frankenstein.
In the hospital, when I was having physio, I mean, I had a very positive attitude, didn't I?
I was amazing.
I was like this. They called me the T-Rex when I was learning how to walk, because the only way I could keep my balance was by doing this. And they would go, as I'm walking down the corridor, they'd go, ah! I'm literally just like,
I love their sense of humour.
the T-Rex is coming.
Oh my God, but the reason why I was saying that was because I wanted to explain the extent of what it was like.
It was scary. It was scary.
Yeah, so that everyone gets an understanding of the scale, like the change that happened.
Yeah.
While you so when you went to see your physiotherapist, like we were all adamant that you were going to walk fine again and that everything was going to be fine, and the physiotherapist was like, that's really sweet, but it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we even went private to neurologists, and they were like, you are not going to get any better.
Yeah,
this is it for you.
All of the surgeons said the same.
No, not going to get any better.
But you also had angelic Reiki, didn't you? Before your...
Oh, yes, I did. Yeah, I did.
And that's actually what escalated you to that final point where you were like, I have to give up my job, I have to change my life.
Yes.
Wasn't it?
Yes, it was. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd had angelic Reiki, and then within like 24 hours you were back in hospital again, weren't you?
Yes, because I came down for yours and George's birthday, and I was dancing in George's hot tub, absolutely fine, had angelic Reiki, wrote my resignation letter that day, went into work, and literally it all started. You guys were like, hang on, you were dancing in the hot tub 2 days ago and now you're in a wheelchair in hospital.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on?
It's almost like it got escalated by the Reiki as well. Like, and then...
Well, the universe has a way of, it's like, well, we're trying to get you to do this and you're not doing it. So now this is going to happen and we're going to make you.
Yeah, we were saying that, weren't we? Like it was almost like it was an intervention.
Yeah. And do you know what? If that hadn't have happened, I wouldn't be where I am today now doing reflexology. It was because the reflexology was so powerful.
Yeah.
That I was just like, I need to train. This is what I need to be doing.
Yeah.
And so I did. And
it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. It's incredible.
I think what it is that when you experience it for yourself, you just know. You don't need anyone else to prove it or to worry about the science behind it. It works.
Yeah.
You just go with what works for you.
Exactly.
Acupressure is really great as well, or acupuncture. I haven't tried that yet. I'm quite keen to try that.
Yeah, it is good.
Go on.
No, I was saying I had a lot of acupuncture as well as the reflexology when I was trying to walk. And I was in a lot of pain as well, and all this stuff. And it helped so much. Really did.
That I remember now why I brought up my tantric lady.
Here we go. We're going back.
Sorry, I just remembered why I brought her up, because when I got to after we had a laugh about it, I thought, oh, I forgot my point now. The point was is that she's also, I didn't know the NHS did this. She's an NHS coach. She's like a life coach, but with the NHS to do with your healing. So she gets referred from GPs where people are really struggling with their health conditions. They'll refer them to her, and then she can give them treatments as she sees fit.
Oh, wow.
Her experience, she does loads of different types of healing, like tapping and everything.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And isn't it fantastic that the NHS are recognising this?
Yeah.
I asked her how many there are. She said there's about 5 on the island. It's a new thing that has come out.
That's really
fantastic?
Good. That's fabulous.
It's
and
so
also
good.
in private hospitals, certainly in London, once you have surgery, you can pay. They have like this little leaflet on the side saying, do you want to book a reflexologist to come in after your surgery and give you reflexology to help your body heal?
Amazing.
Which is fantastic.
Do give Reiki to cancer patients as well.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Times are things are getting there.
I think so. Yeah, we've got to start recognizing that these things do work. It needs to be accepted more. You know, generally across the board. And I think as soon as people like the NHS and GPs do accept it, then the public will accept it too, won't they?
Yeah,
like
they will.
The powers that be are saying that it's okay, so I can be on board with it as well. I don't feel silly anymore saying that.
Yeah. I've had so many more reflexology clients since COVID.
Yes.
I mean, it was busy before, but now it's crazy busy. And just people are saying, you know, I'm so stressed, you know, I can't sleep, or, you know, I've got anxiety, and all of these different things. Going back to normal life has been so stressful for everyone, and they're trying new things.
Yes.
And it's wonderful that people are putting their health and well-being at the forefront now.
Yeah.
So important.
Exciting, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been having reflexology because obviously I can't do it on myself as I would do it for a client. It actually makes you sick. I was because I had to twist my foot round, and then obviously all of the organs and things are in a different position. I actually made myself feel sick. So the last 2 weeks on a Saturday, once I'd finished treatments, I then go off and have my own reflexology treatment, and it's been so beneficial because I've been having like backache from doing lots of treatments, and not been sleeping well. And I've just been like, why am I not doing this more? I am a reflexologist. Why am I not like acting as I like, sort of do as I say, not as I do?
Yes.
So now that is a weekly thing for me.
Oh, lovely.
And I look forward to it every time I go. I'm just like, oh, I can't wait.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, and that's your self-care right there. A bit of self-love.
It is. And I had really bad backache, and I was putting like my heated blanket on to try and help at night because it was so like, oh, it's so, you know, that niggling in the middle of your shoulder blades backache that doesn't go away. And as soon as I had reflexology, it felt a bit stiff because you go through a bit of a healing crisis. So within the first 12 hours, you can take a bit of a dip where things get a bit achy, and then it just balances out. And so the next day I woke up and I was like, I've got no backache at all. And I had had it for a week.
Oh, amazing.
And I was just like, oh,
lovely. Yeah. Yeah, and I want to like explain a little bit about how the Reiki and alternative, like, because it's similar, isn't it, with your reflexology?
Very similar.
We talk about the meridians as well in Reiki, and basically it's just to do with energy, isn't it, and how all the chakras are related to the body, and energy. So your chakras are all related to different body systems and different organs, and they tend to be mapped out on the hands, on the feet, and on your face, isn't it?
Yeah.
For reflexology. And for Reiki, you're just tapping into those chakras that are running through the body.
Yeah.
And I like to explain it that if you imagine you've got like a European socket, and you put a little adapter in there that goes from 3-pin to 2-pin, that's what it is with Reiki. It's like, it's energy that gets translated into physical, and then the body distributes it from the chakra point into the physical form. And like, in order for, like, when I was doing my diploma, it's mind-boggling when you go into the science of how the body works, and you go into the detail of the cells and how they communicate with each other. Sometimes it's electricity.
It blows your mind, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it really does.
It really does, when you go into the detail of how it all works, and then you're like, okay, hang on a minute, it's electricity. Like, without electricity, that communication between the cells can't work, the body system doesn't work. So it makes sense that it's energy healing. It's all energy.
It's tapping into that electricity.
To that electricity, that electrical current, that thing.
Yeah.
And it totally...
And then it's kind of like light bulb moment as to how it all works.
It all works, even though... I love it.
And with reflexology, the way I describe it is that you've got sort of lines of energy. If someone has never had reflexology, that start in your hands, run through the body, and end in the feet. And when I'm doing foot reflexology, it's dealing with the end of the line. And on the foot, you have all of your organs and body systems mapped out on each feet. And it is when there is something that's not working at its optimum, there's a blockage. Oh, bye, Paul. Thanks for joining. There's a blockage. And so with reflexology, it's all about unblocking that blockage. And your lymphatic system works with your circulatory system and takes all the toxins from the muscles and the organs and puts it into the blood, and then it goes out through urine. And when there is something, not all the time, but sometimes when there's a real blockage,
yeah,
the lymphatic system actually dumps physical toxin crystal deposits in the feet, and it rests over the organ that it represents. So sometimes when I'm working through a real tough blockage, you can hear me breaking down the crystals. It goes,
and
then
pain. And the pain too. Like I get pain in reflexology if I've got a blockage.
Yeah.
No, but it's good. It's good.
Yeah. It's good to, it's releasing it, and then your body can get rid of it,
can disperse it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fascinating. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing that then.
Yay.
Yeah, and thank you guys for watching. I'm so happy.
If anyone wants to know any more about Reiki or reflexology, or wants to get into alternative therapy but doesn't know where to start, just drop us a message or a comment, or if you don't want to publicly comment, just send us a private message, and we'll be happy to guide you.
For Christmas, I asked my husband at the time to buy me a voucher with this lady that did so many different treatments. And then I was having one a month. I was trying them, all the different things. It was lovely.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I think that would be an amazing present.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be really nice.
Oh, Stacey's just joined us and we're just finishing our chat. I'm so sorry, but you can catch up, can't you, on IGTV, on YouTube, on Facebook,
and my website, justjenniferbeauty.com.
Yes, it will be on there too. So if you are watching on those platforms, please hit the like, share, subscribe. You know how it goes. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you guys. I hope you found that interesting.
Yeah, thank you for joining. And my friend Nikki's joined us and she's at home healing at the moment. So I'm so happy we've had this chat.
Yay.
Mwah. Sending so much love.
Have a wonderful day, everyone.
Yeah.
Lots of love. Happy Monday.
Bye. Everyone's going off to book their tantric massage now. Bye, sis. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.